is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to the week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Mean. Sean, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I don't like the new Sean who doesn't have a bit. I mean, I like the bits.
You like the bits when they're gone, but whenever I did bits, you always said you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, it did make me aggressive. You know, everything makes me aggressive, so it riles me up.
You're an aggressive man.
When you're funny.
Frankly, I've been meaning to talk to you about it.
Yeah, what do you have to say to me?
Well,
because you want to choose your fucking words carefully.
Look,
here.
I'm just glad we can't come within 5k of each other. Let's just put it that way.
My bones are thanking me. They're very brittle.
My poor paper-thin skin.
I haven't drank enough milk. So, Sean, this is Weird News Wednesdays. What do we do here?
You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories around the world that you could find, and you're about to read them all back to me in a list, and I'm going to react to them, and I haven't seen them, and it's all a great laugh, lads.
And you know what's even more amazing is you definitely can see them because we're not even in the same room anymore.
No, I don't know what you look like anymore. You could have grown a full, Yosemite Sam moustache. I wouldn't know.
My hair is ridiculously long, but so is yours, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I got a haircut the day before lockdown started, and so we're just seeing how it goes. Yeah, man.
I was mid-process. I think I was already 3 weeks into the old haircut.
You were just about nearly due a haircut.
Yeah, just maybe 2 more weeks I would have had another one, but I was smack bang, and now I'm dealing with what I have.
I'm leaning into it. I'm going full Viking.
Full Viking?
Full Viking. I'm going to have braids by the end of this.
Oh, I want to see you with braids. have some braids in your beard as well.
Oh, beardy braids.
Yeah, beardy braids are the coolest braids.
Are they actually? Because I believe anything you tell me.
To be fair, if a man with braided beard is listening to this, then yes, because he's probably bigger than me.
So it's fear. It's fear is the key.
Look, make of that what you will. So, Sean, this week we are starting off with a 5-year-old boy.
Oh.
Now, 5-year-olds, they tend to want things. You go into a shop, you're like, I want that. You have to tell them, no. We have that at home, Timmy. A chainsaw. You have to tell them all these things.
Why do you want a chainsaw?
But, this little boy drove 2 miles after stealing his parents' car to buy himself a Lamborghini.
What?
Yes.
This 5-year-old drove a car to buy another car.
Yeah. Well, he was hardly going to hitchhike there.
Was he going to trade it in?
He has to drive to the place. What?
Was he going to trade it in?
I'll give you this one and some Skittles.
He slaps the bonnet like this bad boy can fit so many Skittles inside it.
He only talks in Skittles. How fast can it go? Poor. One time my mum hit the accelerator and the Skittles flew out of my hand, so...
And then I didn't have Skittles, so I was very sad.
It would go vroom vroom, but it wouldn't go zoom zoom, is what I'm telling you.
I like your style, Timmy. Do you want a job in this Lamborghini dealership?
Sunglasses on. I wish you'd never asked. I thought you'd never ask. So, a 5-year-old boy with a dream stole his parents' car after they refused to buy him a Lamborghini, the selfish bastards.
What pricks. What absolute dickheads.
The Utah Highway Patrol officer who stopped him couldn't believe his eyes when he saw a 5-year-old sitting in the driver's seat. He had initially thought the driver was impaired.
He was, technically.
That's not to say that the 5-year-old also wasn't pissed. Let's not rule that out straight away.
Most 5-year-olds I know are drunk all the time.
We grew up in Ireland, though.
That's true, you just hung out in the pub.
That's just where you went to hang out.
After school.
I never get to see my friends anymore. We're never in the pub. He initially thought the driver, as I said, was impaired, but the 5-year-old explained to the confused officer that his parents were at work and his older sibling was watching over him.
Clearly not very well.
But without his babysitter's knowledge, he had managed to get hold of his parents' car keys, and the youngster had only one destination in mind when he set out on this epic escape: California, which is a 12-hour drive from Utah.
I have faith that he can do it.
First of all, how did he even know he was going in the right direction? Did he just... maybe there's a sat-nav and he types in California?
Is it like, maybe it's voice activated? Are we at that point in technology?
Look, I don't know. Every movie has told me by 2016 cars will be flying. I can't trust anything anymore.
That's fair enough, actually, yeah. And look at the world we're in.
Yep. This is a social commentary podcast now. Now
we have no flying cars and the world is on fire.
I don't like it, Sean. I'm going to go out on a limb and say no.
Say, not again, please.
If this was on like The Voice, I would not turn my chair around for 2020.
Oh, good visual reference there.
Thank you. I just wanted to make it clear for the idiots, Sean. Me and you were ahead.
We're always already ahead.
Of course, or a mile behind, depending on how you look at it.
Either of the two.
And why California, you ask? Well, to buy himself his dream supercar, the Lamborghini. Now, Sean, obviously a Lamborghini costs money. They don't just give it to you for free.
No. That's why you bring the Skittles with you.
Well, how much money do you think this 5-year-old had on him at the time of his arrest?
$10.
$3 is what he had in his pocket.
Well, look, tough times, you know. He spent all that money on Skittles.
You know when you drive... Yeah, he's in the shop and there's a picture of a Lamborghini and there's just a big bag of Skittles and he's just like looking between the two. Oh, shit. I only have $10.
I know which one I'd pick.
We all do. The young boy made it 2 miles before being pulled over by the highway officer Rick Morgan. Rick said he was upset and on the verge of tears, and it was short one-word answers that he gave. Well, his parents said that he had never driven before, which I feel like doesn't need to be said.
It's like, no, he does this all the time.
He's a NASCAR driver on the side.
He's what's one? What's the one that they do? He's an Uber. He's an Uber in his spare time.
Good. Come along, Michael Schumacher. Little Mike.
Little Mike, they call him.
Little Mike. So he was upset on the verge of tears. And this was the first time he did anything like this, says his parents.
He's usually such an angel. He sticks to the moped.
This is the first time he's stolen a 4-wheeled vehicle.
Yeah. Like a motorbike. Fair game as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And the closest he got with that is the 3-wheeler. We have a 3-wheeler like Only Foods and Horses. He steals that sometimes.
Has a little
but
reliant
4 wheels
Robin.
is too much.
That's ridiculous. Also, I love the police officer reporting it as if it's an actual human, I was going to say. As if it's a grown adult being like, well, it was short one-word answers and they just started crying.
So he was not injured, they said, nor was anybody else. So this kid just drove 2 miles without causing any accidents, just drove completely harmless, and he was just trying to drive to California. I don't see the problem.
I mean, I think in the journey to California, the rate of accidents would have gone up probably more than 0.
Yeah, I would say you probably get sleepy after about maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Jez, that's well past his bedtime.
Well past his bedtime. You don't want to fall asleep at the wheel. I've seen a few ads.
Irish fucking motor safety ads, by the way. Horrifying.
This is for people who live in America and Australia and New Zealand. They don't know what we're talking about here.
Right, well, Google RSA ad on YouTube, and my God, it's the most horrifying, violent, visceral, drive safe ads you've ever seen in your life. To the point where they couldn't show them.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Every single one of them is child music. Yeah. So la 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 la, and then car crash, and then 3 children are killed, and then all that flashes up is don't drink and drive, you fucking dickheads.
And there were ads that they couldn't play before the watershed, which is when you can swear and show nudity on TV. Like, it was bad. Also, there was that one. Do you remember the one that you saw was play in the cinema in college?
No, go on. Tell the people.
It's a really slow-paced song about life being great, but it's a driver looking at things, and then he hits a child with the car, and there's like a Spielberg-level cut where the camera moves forward really fast, and the child turns and looks shocked.
It's a Jaws level zoom in.
Yeah, and that played before like every movie in the local cinema.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was just, and it kept reversing and playing and then reversing again.
I once went to a screening. They had to restart like the tape, so I watched that twice.
Oh no, that's too many times. That's twice too many. Although it does scare you into not hitting any children when you're driving. So
I do actively avoid that now. That's true.
Yeah. At first, willy-nilly, I was driving over kids left, right and centre, but now that you've mentioned it.
Now that you've drawn attention to it while I'm trying to watch Thor Ragnarok.
just like driving along and there's like just kids all on the road, like, and I just like, fuck, I never realised. Jesus.
Have I been... Oh, lads.
I am, you know what? I'm embarrassed. I am embarrassed now, lads.
It's my fault. I hold my hands up.
Look, hold my hands up. This one's on me. Fair play to you, lads.
Now I put my
I'll
hands
go home
back
and have
on
a
the
think.
wheel.
And rum the whole way home.
Oh, shit.
Watch out, kids. Actually, don't clip that. Don't clip that.
Don't clip that, please. He's going to run for president one day.
Don't watch out, kids. So, Sean, what do you think of this 5-year-old? Now, in America, they have automatic cars, so it would be a lot easier to get in and drive, but he still has to reach the pedals.
That's true. Do they say what kind of speed he's going at?
No, but the police officer thought he was impaired, so he could either be driving slow or he's veering.
I'm gonna lean towards slow, because I think he jumps down, puts his foot on the gas, hops back up to look where he's going.
How fast do you think he could do that?
I don't know, because he must have just never realised he was completely out of his depth, you know?
As most 5-year-olds never do.
Yeah, like, they don't give a shit about themselves.
No.
They want to get hurt.
That's what I say when I knock them down. No,
you don't.
Look, they're asking for it. You know what I mean?
Lads, the presidential debate. Come on now.
Sorry. Oh, fuck. They're going to cut this. Literally, the guy just walks on. I'm just like, I'll do this and this. And he just like clicks play on a YouTube video. And it's just my voice saying all this. And then he just presses pause. I rest my case.
It's just like your campaign manager from off screen just being like, what the fuck?
Why did he not tell me? Why did he not tell me that? That's specifically something you would tell me.
They specifically discussed this on the podcast.
Have you ever knocked down kids? No. I asked him that first question. But I came out as his campaign manager. Not like, what are you hoping to achieve? Have you ever knocked down any kids or adults? Because I don't know if we can cover that.
No, I have not.
Okay, well look, I know you won't lie to me, so here we go.
Have you ever told a lie? Yes.
Yeah, a few times, yeah. So, Sean, where do you think this boy could have done better? Maybe bring $5 to get the Lamborghini. How far do you think is too far? At what point do we say, just let him go? If he's halfway there.
Just set him free, like.
Yeah.
I think once he hits the nearest like town border, after that you can argue it's none of your business.
And he turns up to the border and like they don't even need passports. He just strolls up, has the passport ready anyway. You're an American citizen. You don't need. Yeah, no, just look at it anyway.
Just stamp it for me.
Born in 2015. I know. I'm a fast learner.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. Okay, Sean, we're going to move on to a Japanese aquarium. Okay,
we love an aquarium story.
We do, but aquariums are hit hard by obviously everything that's going on because people don't want to go out.
Very true.
Very true. But what's happening now is that we stop thinking about the animals as well in those aquariums.
Right, okay. The fish, we'll call them.
If you want to give them a scientific term, it is the fish. So, Japanese aquarium urges public to video chat eels who are forgetting that humans exist.
Oh, that's not a thing I thought eels would do.
There you go. I read this and I thought this is actually interesting and a bit weird. And I think Sean might like it.
Okay, well that is my brand.
Yes. So when the garden eels at a Tokyo aquarium remove their heads from the sand, they are usually confronted by pairs of human eyes staring back at them through the glass. But like other animals around the world, the eels at the aquarium are finding their environment transformed. They also appear to be forgetting what humans look like. So concerned that the garden eels, so named because their grass-like appearance, Sean,
of course,
could come to see visitors as a threat, the aquarium is asking people to get in touch in the form of calming video calls. So they are asking you to Skype call an eel.
Right, okay. Like, I don't think that's not too harsh to request. They're not asking you to, adopt him.
But do you think the eel will... I never thought I'd ask this question, but do you think the eel will know what the fuck is going on?
I think it'll confuse the eel more. Also, are they electric eels? Can you put a video near them?
Throw the laptop in the water. Fucking get in there.
I think you'd have a whole different eel problem on your hands.
Just click the home button and go to Skype. That's all you need to do.
No. Open Zoom.
Jesus.
Oh,
why did we give... Yeah, Skype is not even in... now he has to download Zoom. Go to the store. Go to the store and download Zoom.
No, the store on your phone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's gone to the actual store.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He's gone. He's in the car now. He's getting the lift.
He's done with it. So the aquarium is in Tokyo and is they've set out people. They've sent out the word, and they have said they don't see humans except keepers, and they have started forgetting about other humans. So surely the keepers are human. I don't understand the issue here.
No, the keepers are exclusively eels.
Exclusive eels looking after eels.
It's a really fucked up symbiotic relationship that they have. We don't like to talk about it here at the aquarium.
No. As the aquarium spokesperson from Tokyo, I don't like to talk about it.
I don't like to talk about it, nor can I.
Yeah, that is
because
true.
I don't speak the language.
As with most things, I don't want to and I can't. That is our motto here.
That is what we say.
Garden eels in particular disappear into the sand and hide every time the keepers pass by, it said, adding that their oversensitive nature was making it difficult to monitor their health, Sean.
They just can't handle criticism.
That's the thing. They get told they're little dickheads and they just put their heads away and you won't see them for weeks.
Well, Connor, that is fairly harsh to just hear out of the blue.
I'd walk it off.
Yeah. You're toxic.
Were you about to say you're a dickhead?
Yeah. Maybe that would have been funnier actually. So yeah, let's go with that.
Oh, sorry. Not to tell you your joke, Sean. Not to tell you your jokes.
You couldn't.
No, I couldn't.
You fuck up the delivery. Oh.
I can't reach that low bar. So, here is an urgent request the aquarium has wrote. Could you show your face to our garden eels from your home, it said, naming the event a face showing festival. Now, they think that there's 300 of them living in the aquarium's tanks, and I feel like then would you need 300 people or one massive face on the side of the aquarium?
Like a big 1984 style face.
Yes.
I would go with the massive face because I want them to think all humans are giant.
Like Zordon.
Zordon.
I want Zordon to look down on these people.
That would, yeah. Can we just get Zordon in? Actually,
go on.
There's a website called This Person Does Not Exist. And
oh no, here we go.
They're not real people, but an algorithm has put pixels into places where a face should be.
Right.
So every image is a new person that doesn't exist.
What?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How did that remind you of that?
Because they could just put that on a big screen and just have that cycling through.
But is that not what they're going to use to end the world? Just with hackers?
No, like the faces aren't. They can't think. They're
No,
just
they can,
faces.
Sean. They can, no. I've seen Terminator. Don't even talk to me.
But have you seen Terminator 2?
I haven't.
Well,
This is good.
It all gets fixed at the end.
Does it? Big thumbs up in the lava. Fair play to you. So, Sean, would you ring these eels? Just a new phone, who dis?
Could I just ring him? Like, not do video chat and just chat to him?
No, I think the idea... No, have you missed the story?
Well, what's
they
the
need
story?
to look at humans.
It's just very wet out today, isn't it?
I'm a bit shy. Can I just do a call? No, you're not getting the points, sir.
I get anxious.
I get it. What if they don't like... I'm in my pyjamas. What
I
if
haven't
if they don't
tidied
like...
the room.
Oh, jeez, it's a nightmare. 'Tis a nightmare. Do I go like at head height? Do I go above head, looking down? I don't know how to do
I
this.
certainly don't want to do looking up.
No, not from the waist, certainly.
Waist down, that's all you get, eels.
Lucky. No, sure. So I keep answering all my Zoom meetings just waist down. I never get... They always kick me out. I don't understand.
Yeah, look, look, Connor, there's something I've been needing to talk to you about.
Yeah. After the 4th time where I was like, oh, sorry, camera's the wrong way around, they were just like, Connor, are you sure you don't purposely do that? No, it's an accident.
Could
every
you not,
time.
like, preempt it, maybe?
No, absolutely not. No, I just don't know which way my camera's facing.
You can check, though.
You could, but what if I just hoped for the best and at the end of this call changed it back to the other way?
Oh, very good. So this all
Manually.
repeats.
So they need training, apparently, these eels, to learn humans are not a threat.
Right, they've forgotten that the humans are the ones that look after them.
But feel like humans also trapped them in a cage, so they're kind of a threat.
That's true. In many ways, they'd be better off forgetting humans.
I would say just forget your trauma.
Just forget all about it. Didn't happen.
Because, I think at this point, you're reliving the trauma every single day. Every time someone comes to see you, you're like, I recognise that as a human. That's how I ended up here.
Yeah. So what if we just showed them like pictures of eels leaping out of captivity, and then they take over the world,
What if we showed them Brian Blessed?
and they just thought every human was Brian Blessed?
And let him... He's the big head. Brian Blessed is the big head. You
Does he
hear that
speak?
voice.
Because if you have Brian Blessed,
no.
he has to speak.
He has to talk. And so you just have him booming down on these eels. They'll grow to love us.
That is actually a genius idea.
Look.
How would you feel if, right, we remade Game of Thrones,
Right.
but Robert Baratheon was played by Brian Blessed, and that's the only change?
I mean, he's only in it for a few episodes anyway. I think that's perfect casting.
He's the same man.
He's the exact same man, but he's more charismatic in the role.
Yeah, like it would absolutely be like watching Brian Blessed in Game of Thrones and not watching...
Has Brian Blessed ever played anyone other than Brian Blessed?
Fair question, I don't think so.
If someone doesn't know who Brian Blessed is, this is the most random tangent we've ever got on.
But look, all you need to know is Brian Blessed's amazing and you should look him up.
I would Google Brian Blessed, and then I would go to YouTube, just click on the first link, whatever it is, turn your headphones up to max volume, give it a play.
And thank me later.
Thank me later if you can possibly even stand up.
He's got He's got a storied history of movies.
He does. He's like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he'll be in anything.
Do you know, actually, I see the episode of Community last night where Abed is trying to decide if Nicolas Cage is good or bad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's just like, he's like, he won an Oscar, but he's in so many bad movies. How can he be good in good movies and bad in bad movies? I don't understand.
It says a lot about the movie.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Like National Treasure, Oscar worthy.
Yeah, I'd love that. That would be amazing. I'd love it if National Treasure was the one that won him the Oscar.
It shouldn't. It never will, Sean.
Okay, fair enough. So,
I just want to break this to you. It never will.
oh,
So we're moving on to a story that is weird, but involves a hero. It's only a small one, but I have naked Australian man wrestles giant python to save his kitten.
meow. The only comeback I could think of for that.
Get out.
Fair enough, I'd like to, please. Thank you.
Nick Kearns was sleeping naked in the bedroom of his Kimberley home last month when he awoke to the sound of his partner screaming. The problem, he realised, was that a giant 2.5 metre python was in his garden attacking one of his pet kittens, coiling its body around the animal in preparation to eat it.
Fucking hell, Australia.
Yes. All I'm going to say, Sean, is at this moment, what is your first step?
You gotta put pants on. You don't want to go into that fight underprepared.
You want to be armoured somewhere.
Yeah. And then, if you're Australian, I presume you pull the snake repellent out of your bedside locker, which is with all of the other repellents.
I can only assume they all have the spray there.
Yeah, because it's a terrifying place. Everything wants to kill you.
Yeah. Well, Nick, he decided that he had completed a snake handling course several years before.
Of course he had.
Now, I just assumed that's what they do with Australian school. Is that not a class?
Yeah, it's like doing your first communion.
In Ireland.
In Ireland. Same age, even.
Same age, but instead of going to the church to be like given some stuff by a priest, you just hurl up and they're just a big massive python and they're like, they're going to kill your family. You have to save your family. And some of them come out, some of them don't, and you become snake proof eventually.
Eventually that'll happen. But not right away. You have to suffer.
Not right away. And so he had done the course several years ago, but the snake proof had worn away. So he says in his own words, I jumped up, naked of course, which I think he's thrown in there just to kind of excite.
I've been naked before.
Yeah. I'm naked under all these clothes, just to tell you. And I ran outside, he told the ABC. I just couldn't unwrap it. Is he talking about the snake or?
He is talking about the snake, alright.
This is our lowest point.
It's the lowest form of humour.
So, while his partner, which I can only assume she's fucking delighted, Rory, held the tail of the snake, Nick grabbed a hold of the reptile's body and tried to wrest his cat from its coils.
That is poetic language for he tried to pull the snake off the cat.
He just tried real hard. He pulled. So he says, I reckon I didn't have very long. I could see that the cat was starting to slow down a bit.
Jesus.
Oh, it's a kitten, Sean. Let's not forget, this is a fucking kitten.
That seems like an unfair fight.
Yes, a kitten versus a 2.5 metre python.
Just not fair, is it?
No, but what you need is a hero. You need a snake-proof man willing to run in naked.
Yeah, and like that distracts the snake.
Because he's like, what the fuck, put some clothes on, you fucking dickhead.
No, he's like, oh, look, another snake. Oh.
He's like, brother, come here. I found... I like how we've made this man just the most amazing human. I found the centre of the coil near where the cat's head would have been, and I just put my hand in there and grabbed the kitten and pulled it out.
Risking his own arm.
While Nick managed to rescue the kitten, it wasn't without incident or injury. As he released his grip, the snake turned around and sank its fangs into the flesh of his right hand, Sean.
Is this one of the snakes that killed you by biting you?
No.
Good.
A python is a crusher.
Ah, and then he just does a bite every so often.
He just does a bite just for the crack, like.
Just to see what happens.
Yeah. But his right hand, and it was only later after the incident that he even noticed that there was an injury to any part of him.
I mean, that man is hardcore, isn't he?
He even said, there was blood everywhere, but I didn't know it was mine.
I'd lost so much. I thought it was the snakes.
There was a fight to the death. I thought the snake had lost. But it turns out I didn't even cut him, so I don't know how his blood got there.
Maybe it's another human's blood.
Do you think the snake had killed before?
I think he'll certainly kill again.
Yeah, no, absolutely. His descriptions paints a dramatic picture. The image of a stark naked man battling a fucking serpent, like the ancient sculptures. And Nick ultimately emerged from the confrontation triumphant. As he recalled, there was never any other option but to dive headlong into the fray, clothed or otherwise. We have a hero on Weird News Wednesday this week, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not often it happens, but it turns out Australia man is the hero.
Yes. Well, no, Australian man, we've never actually said anything bad about him, so he could be pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. If you ever hear a story about Australian man, name one time that's ever been bad.
I'm trying to think. Did the guy who nearly died 15 times, was he Australian?
I don't think so. But he might have been. I don't know.
I just assume if you've been bitten by a shark and a snake, you're from Australia.
Yeah, what was a shark, a snake, and an alligator?
No, a bear.
A bear
attacked
sorry.
him as well.
I don't think there's bears in Australia.
No. Yeah, but even bears were like, fuck that. I'm not going there.
I'm staying away from him. They left. There used to be bears.
I'm a fucking bear. But even I'm not that fucking stupid. You see those snakes? Like. That python is 2.5 metres.
The bears are afraid of Australia and this man.
Maybe. Does this now make the man the greatest, maybe, hunter in all of Australia?
Oh, he's like top of the food chain now.
Yeah.
So it's like, not to incite violence against him, but another animal needs to take him down if they want the top spot.
The snake's family will probably have to get retribution.
The snake's 4 sons are going to come together and lead a kind of heathen army, if you will.
Yeah.
And launch an attack at this man, presumably during the day when he's dressed.
No. Get him when he's... Yeah, no, actually, you do want him dressed, because that's where he's not at his most powerful.
That's the thing, he's at his most powerful when he's unhindered by clothes.
When he's just aerodynamic. He's able to flow freely through the wind.
So quick.
Yeah, he's like Usain Bolt without any clothes on.
Yeah, exactly.
I just wanted to cover that story because it's not often we get a hero Weird News, but I read the headline "Naked Man Fights Off Python to Save Kitten" and I was like, I like that man. You gotta cover him.
That's a man I want in my house.
Yeah, because I think if the roles were reversed and I was there, I'll just lie down beside the kitten. It's my time to go too.
I would just curl up and just be like, this is the end.
Fetal position. This isn't for me, lads. This is not for me.
Not having it today.
Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of news. This also involves an animal, but it involves a theft. This is in Africa, Sean. We have cornered goat thief goes on all fours when caught to try distract the woman who catches him.
To try and disguise himself as a goat.
You might even say that, Sean. Yes.
I mean, I would probably do the same.
When you hear his tactic, it's a bold strategy. So a man's hopes for fresh meat were shattered when he was stopped in his tracks, disguised as a goat inside the goat's enclosure, attempting to capture one at a Springs Farm village. The 24-year-old Artwell Cube, who had managed to gain entry into Silas Gwenya's home, was caught red-handed by the woman, by Gwenya, I should say, trying to steal a goat that was inside the enclosure. So Silas comes out and sees this man there, and is just like, "Why is that man in my goat enclosure? That's a bit weird."
Yeah.
It was heard in court that when Cube saw he was about to be caught, he allegedly knelt on the ground and took the posture of a goat, holding onto the horns of the goat that was facing him, and started making goat noises.
And eating a tin can, presumably.
At one point, does it surely become obvious that that's not the best option to go here?
Probably later than he should have realised that.
That's like in hide and seek when you choose the curtains. Like, it's just never a good idea.
Yeah, but you're there now, and moving is going to be more obvious.
You're stuck. So it was heard in court when he was about to be caught. Prosecutors said Gwenya's neighbour heard funny noises before noticing Cube suspiciously loitering around Gwenya's goat pen around 10 p.m. last week. The neighbour quickly went in to alert Gwenya about who was inside the house.
Okay, so the neighbour is a snitch.
Stitches get stitches. The neighbour's like, that's a weird noise. That man is pretending to be a goat. Better tell Silas.
Yeah, just let the man pretend to be a goat. It's his natural habitat.
He's not doing anything other than stealing all your food and maybe farm animals. Other than that, he's done nothing wrong.
Oh yeah, it is quite kind of bad to steal things, isn't it?
No, absolutely, yeah.
Forgot about that.
The neighbour accompanied Gwenya to the pen, and they reportedly saw Cube among the many goats, standing on all fours, imitating a goat posture. He was holding onto the horns of the goat that was in front of him, with part of his head popping out every so often.
Just checking was it safe.
Are they gone? Fuck, none of these will tell me if they're gone. Fuck.
Oh, back down.
Have to the moment where he goes up and he makes eye contact with the two of them and then goes back down and he's like, how long do I wait? Right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now.
Look. Oh, fuck's still there. Oh, fuck. Okay. They're playing the long game. Okay. I made direct eye contact with them twice. They clearly know I'm here. So the duo reportedly chucked Cube from his posture and questioned the allegedly stammering Cube at the time as to what he was doing there.
Allegedly stammering.
Allegedly stammering. They apprehended and dragged him to Queen's Park Police Station, where they reported and opened the case against him. Now, we haven't heard Cube's defence. Cube's defence might lock it all in that maybe he was not doing anything too wrong. Maybe he just wanted to be a goat. If someone wants to be a goat, you can't stop them, technically.
This is possible, yes. But also,
it's not illegal.
It's not feasible to be a goat if you're a human.
You can't stop his dreams, though, at the same time.
I will.
So, in his defence, Cube said he was not trying to steal any of the goats. Let's get that out there right now. Not trying to steal any of the goats.
No, just wanted to be friends with the goats.
But instead, he had scurried for cover inside of Gwenya's yard. His story is this, Sean. Now you tell me which one you believe. I was drinking beer with some people at the bar, and as we got drunk, they wanted to beat me for some unknown reason.
Right.
I tried to run away from them, and I got inside Gwenya's yard. When I saw the goat enclosure, I went inside it because I knew that my chasers were not going to be able to find me and get me once I was inside the pen. He then said, I clutched onto the horns in front of me for balance and to have a bit of a view to see if I had really escaped these people that were chasing me. Sean, I think that story checks out.
Well, I mean, not many people know this, but you can use a goat as a periscope.
Can you?
Yeah. You just grab him by the horns, look deep into his eyes, and he'll show you what's above and behind him. You're familiar with how a periscope works.
Well, one of the horns, the other one's a kaleidoscope. You just like twist it and fucking funny colours come up.
You don't want to mix those up.
You don't want to. You'd be at nothing.
How many army operations were ruined? Thinking that a periscope was a kaleidoscope and vice versa.
I can only assume thousands. I can only assume.
Hundreds of thousands, Connor.
Hundreds of thousands.
The number
Men have
climbs
died.
every day.
Every single day. And they're just like, surely we could find a better way, officer. No. It's the way your father done it. It's the way my father done it. It's the way all of our ancestors have done it. We rely on the goats.
Now, hand me the periscope. This is a fucking kaleidoscope again.
Oh, fucking hell. He just hands him a whole goat.
You take that.
Thank you. So what do you think of his reason? Now, he said the people in the bar wanted to beat him up for some unknown reason. We don't know the reason. Also, he doesn't know the reason, which might be an indication that he might be making it up.
That's true, but also drink was involved, so it's anyone's guess.
But he knew everything else. He could remember every other detail of the story.
Well, he wrote all that down.
True. True, he wrote it all down in his diary as it was happening.
He's just like, look, this might be needed as evidence in court because it's going to look like I'm trying to steal some gold.
You're never going to believe this, as he tries to run.
Dearest diary.
Kind regards, me.
XXXX.
Oh, remember to bring out the bins. It's Tuesday.
He's there in court, just like, fuck, the bins.
Fuck, I keep forgetting. Every time they go through the evidence, he remembers, then forgets once he leaves. Fuck. Jesus.
That's why he needs to write everything down.
So, Sean, I like the idea that he thought, even in this story, that he was getting chased for some unknown reason by these people in the bar. His idea was, they'll never get me if I go into that goat pen.
Yeah, I'm also surprised the goats let him in.
Do they have, like, dominion over that?
I just think they're more territorial than that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're like the eels and they're used to humans. What
if he's a goat whisperer?
If he's a goat whisperer, he could have, like, actually gotten them to camouflage him.
Like, they surround him, and then there's goats on top of each other.
And then he, like, stands up and it's a Megazord, but goats.
And his arms are just goats on either arm. They just wrap themselves around them. My God.
Yeah.
I've never had so much power.
The power of a goat. Like, that's...
The power of a goat.
Yeah, the goat, the greatest of all time. Yeah. That's what that means.
The greatest
a
of all time.
Megazord made of goats.
Yeah. That's... where did we get to from here? I mean, I don't know if we've ever accused a man of making a Megazord from goats, but I think we've done now.
I think we have a new default answer for why people do things. Is that
Megazord goats?
Megazord of goats. They're trying to make a Megazord of goats.
Yeah, obviously. Like, why do the people do anything?
Forgive me for saying this, but the Megoat sword.
Oh, that's not working.
As in my presence on the podcast, or...
Imagine that was the last straw. I was like, okay, look, I'm going to have to stop. We're going to cut this off. Like, I don't know what week we're on, like in the 70s, 80s, but at this point, 79. You just need to stop.
Yeah, look, I'll stop at 80. I'll stop being entertaining and funny.
Okay, well, Jez, when are you going to start then?
Jez, look, I set him up, you knock him down. That's how it's going to work from now on.
Okay. We're moving on to man arrested 3 times in one day under California's new pandemic-based zero bail policy.
I believe this. I think this absolutely happened, and it's not the only person it's happened to.
So on Wednesday at about 8:28 a.m, officers responded to a call of a man who was attempting to break into a vehicle on... I'm not going to say the... Do you want to know the avenue, Sean? I'm sure you don't.
Always, please.
Always, so we could go there. The 1400 block of South Grand Avenue.
That seems like too many blocks.
Too many. Once you get over 10, leave it. Officers contacted Dijon Landrum, 24, from Monterey Park as he was attempting to drive away the stolen vehicle. The vehicle had been stolen out of East Los Angeles. In addition to driving a stolen vehicle, he had stolen property and narcotics with him. Landrum was arrested at the time. He had stolen property, Sean. Like,
doghouse?
Surely you don't mean like a villa that he had in the back seat.
What if it was like an RV and then that's your getaway car?
Oh, yeah. No, and the truck is connected to the house.
Actually, would stealing an RV be Grand Theft Auto or property theft?
Oh, I think it would be based on if someone was living there or not. Like if you just have an RV in the backyard.
Yeah.
And you aren't in it, like you just have a house, or else if you're like an all-American trip where you're in the RV, I think it counts as, your Grand Theft Auto? No. What's the other one?
Property theft?
Yeah, I think it would be property theft, would it?
Okay,
Although you can't steal property.
You can, though. You can steal a deed. Once you are physically holding a deed, you own that house.
Okay, I can, but like the bricks, it would be very hard to steal some, like, a house.
Well, slowly and carefully is all I can say.
Slowly over a long period of time. A few bricks a day keeps the doctor away.
One time in my town there was an old house that was being demolished or something, but the chimney was like listed as being important for how it was made or something like that. So what they had to do was they numbered all of the bricks before slowly and gently taking it apart, and then they put it back together somewhere else, but in reverse with the numbers.
What?
Yeah.
What was the chimney made from? Like Picasso? Did Michelangelo make it?
I don't know. I think it was like a lime works or something like that. I don't know.
Right. It was made like 3 weeks before that by some chap, and he was just like, "No, don't fucking ruin that." It's like,
lads, I just finished that. Fuck.
Jesus, boy.
Some apprentice made it.
He's disgusted. Fuck's sake.
You always do this. To do all the shit jobs anyway.
Yeah, I just want to make a chimney. I just want to make a chimney piece.
I just love it. Also, I used to say chimney for like the first 6 years of my life.
With an L?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just.
Do you say the R in February?
I say February.
February.
I've kind of adapted to just mumbling through the middle of it. February.
I always say February.
February.
That R has no place there, and I don't need it.
February.
February sounds so weird.
February. February.
Everyone listening to this at home, February or February.
Actually, I'd love that if people could like tweet us phonetically how you say February.
I don't do any R in the February.
Even the second one.
No, even the second one, February.
February.
February. February. I did not say February.
February.
Sometimes, Sean, I don't even add the B. What would that sound like?
February, if you're using the R's.
No, the R isn't used either.
February.
February.
Oh Lord, it's been a long day.
How'd you get to that island? How'd you get to the island? I went on the February.
Are you trying to say ferry but fucking it up?
I think so, or else February without it being an R.
Oh,
okay,
that's it.
Yeah, no, we've nailed it. Due to the California zero bail policy, Sean, this man, as I said, was arrested for Grand Theft Auto, and he was issued a citation after being arrested and released.
Okay.
So, they're like, don't do this again.
Slap on
You're
the
not
wrist.
allowed here, but you're not allowed. Come on now. Let's sort this out. Well, approximately 1 hour after Landrum was released, at about 2:20 p.m., police received a call of a man in the area of Benetton, Pennsylvania. He was carrying a box and walking through front yards of residences. It appeared that he was placing items in the box as he was walking through the properties. When police arrived, they contacted Dijon Landrum a second time.
He was picking some flowers.
But if you're released the first time and they're like, we can't hold you, also you don't have to pay anything, there's zero bail, you can just bail yourself out for free or whatever, like you're just have to be released anyway, at that point he feels invincible.
So I can commit any crime right now.
Yeah, like up to a level. Like he's not going straight to murder, but
no.
He's starting. It's as the same level, but it's very similar to just be like, okay, I'll just get a box and I'll walk through a nice neighbourhood, throw some stuff in.
That'll be my day, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah, sure. You can't stop me. What are you going to do?
Stop me? No.
Oh, damn it, no! Who could have predicted? Due to the California zero bail policy, Sean, he was issued a citation and the property was recovered by officers. He was then released.
Okay, and they said, listen, seriously now.
Seriously. No, honestly. Like, I mean, the first time, fair enough, shame on us. Second time, shame on you, surely. Like, do not do this again. Come on now.
So does he do it again?
No, that's actually the end of the story.
Oh, fair enough. Well, thanks everyone for listening to this episode.
Several hours later, at 8:49 p.m, police received a call of a vehicle that had just been stolen out of a parking lot in the 1300 block of South Grand Avenue. Officers were able to track the vehicle and found it westbound on the freeway. With assistance from outside agencies, they located the vehicle and a pursuit began. The pursuit ultimately ended in Pasadena, and Dijon Landrum was again arrested for being in possession of a stolen vehicle and also for evading officers. Due to the California zero bail policy, Landrum was released with his third citation of the day, Sean.
Fuck me, this dude gets around.
He's in all the blocks. At one point, honest to God, surely he starts thinking, I can do fucking anything.
But, like, at what point are the police just like, surely it can't be? Again.
Dijon, come on, man.
Yes, we all like you here, alright?
Like, and look, we're happy to see you as much as the next man, but could you not just, like, arrive for a trip? Maybe a visit every once in a while. You don't have to steal things.
We do tours at the station.
I'll give you a special one now, but first you have to go to the jail. Oh wait, no. Go on back out there now, you little devil.
What kind of weird no bail system? I can't...
It's because they're not allowed to keep people in.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's I guess noble and whatever. But don't abuse it.
It must be like smaller places, like small stations.
Oh yeah, where it would like spread in an instant.
Yeah, like where there's just like one cell.
Yeah, no. Look, I was playing the fool there.
Oh
but
no, absolutely.
I genuinely
no,
get
I just thought you were dumb. But as usual, I misrepresented what you were trying to say.
To make me look dumb, thereby making you look smart.
I would never do that, Sean. February.
February. That's how that 5-year-old said it, who was driving.
Sean, what do you think of this man? Do you think maybe... Where does he go next? He's done Grand Theft Auto twice, and he's done just general petty robbery.
It's got to be the 1200th block, hasn't it?
1200 block, but maybe, I don't know, set some small fires?
Small controlled fires? Because fires in California, man, that's...
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Also, I don't think there's very many controlled fires. I think once a fire starts, it's immediately uncontrolled.
No, if you like surround it with some rocks, surely that's controlled. What's a fireplace?
What if I surround it by rocks, but put my petrol rocks beside it?
See, you got to stop bringing your petrol rocks to dry, arid land.
I should. My fireworks! Oh no!
Why did I leave it in the match pile?
The match pile. Oh no, I left it beside the firework factory. Oh.
Not the fuse delivery truck.
So, Sean, do you think this man is maybe a criminal mastermind, or is he just bored and he just wants to talk to somebody?
I think it's the latter. Like, he's just any excuse to get out of the house, you know?
No, you could be correct. Okay, we're moving on to our next piece of news, and that is a St. Petersburg man avoided friend for a year after pawning his $60,000 Jaguar, police say.
Oh, fuck. This is a very you thing to do.
What? How dare you?
No, I'm fucking with you.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've left you unseen for 2 years now.
I'm actually really bad for leaving people unseen, just because I have a thing where I look at a message and then I'm like, oh, I must reply to that, and then in my head that's already ticked off.
Yeah, no, I do the exact same thing, where I just like, oh yeah, grand, and then I just put my phone away. I find I'm on my phone a lot less. I'm just kind of like, just throw my phone in the corner. Yeah, that's grand.
Yeah,
I gotta do jigsaw, Sean.
It takes up all your focus.
It takes up all my focus, and I don't have a lot. So, a St. Petersburg man has been arrested on charges that he borrowed a $60,000 Jaguar from a long-time friend, then pawned the car and avoided his friend for the next year.
I mean, you would, wouldn't you? If you were in that situation, you'd avoid it.
How do you explain it?
Give him a receipt, I guess. Like, presumably that was like a cherished car. Why would he lend it to him?
We don't know. Henley, 46, was arrested April 28 on charges of Grand Theft Auto and title fraud, according to arrest reports. The theft of the car occurred in November of 2018. Now, it says theft, but Lee borrowed the car from a friend he had known for over 20 years.
Fuck, so that's like a lifelong friend.
Then he went to the DMV with a forged power of attorney document and obtained the title of the car.
Oh, that's very illegal.
It's a step above. With the title in hand, he went to the pawn shop in Tampa and pawned the car several times over the next few days, ultimately losing the car to the shop when he could no longer pay $30,000 to get it back.
Okay, so he was just like getting the money, doing whatever with it, and then getting the car back every day.
Yes.
But that didn't last forever, did it?
No, eventually he ran out of money.
Do you think he explained the situation to everyone? Did he like, no lads, I really need this car?
No, fuck. Who could have thought all of my dastardly schemes would have come back to haunt me?
It's a classic catch-22. Because on one hand...
Him sowing. Do you ever see those pictures like me sowing and it's like ha ha ha, then me reaping? Oh no, how does that happen to me?
Yeah. Me, who's never done anything wrong.
His friend tried for a year to reach Lee and figure out what had happened to his car, but Lee avoided him. The friend eventually hired a private investigator to try to find the car. Pinellas Park Police investigated and made the arrests. Lee was released from the county jail on a $7,000 bail, but only after his friend came to visit him. What is that conversation like, Sean?
Where's my car?
1. Where's my car? 2. Where'd you put my car?
3. Can I have my car back? 4. Why not?
4. Why? I want it.
I want my car. Like, he's just like, I lent it to you to go to the shop.
$60,000 Jaguar, Sean.
That's a lot of car and a lot of money.
It would be, yes.
Like, how would you feel if I did that to you?
I think if I gave you something that cost €20,
yeah,
and you pawned it and never told me, I would still be pissed.
And avoided you for ages.
Yeah, you just, like, I was just like, oh, if I lent you, I don't know, my CD of something, I don't know, what do CDs have anymore?
Green
my favourite
Day.
album. My Green Day American Idiot album, 2004.
A classic
If I gave
album.
that to you, St. Jimmy, track 6, it's a classic.
Oh,
but
might be the best one.
What about Wake Me Up in September End Shot?
Oh,
Come on
well,
now.
look, I am partial to Boulevard of Broken Dreams, I don't want to lie.
Oh, let's go. So I give you that album, and I'm like, this is my favourite album. Here you go. And you take it, and then I'm like, oh, can I get that album back? And you just avoid me for a year. I've
put it on eBay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I sold it. I sold it for a bit of money, it was worth something. Like, I think at that stage, I have every right to be like, oh, you dickhead. Now imagine I give you my $60,000 Jaguar.
Like, how... he must have just... Was this a long game? That he just decided, I'm going to get a car out of this fella?
You know, this is one of those where, you know, when you're a child and something bad happens and you just like ignore it and hopefully it goes away. That's what he did.
Put it in another room and you never look at it again.
Like, if you say accidentally, I don't know, leave a mark on the wall, you just like move the chair over to cover the wall.
Yeah.
And just like, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything to anybody that this ever happened. This chap literally did that, but to a grown man, and was just like, I'll just ignore it until it goes away. That's the best option.
That's literally the best option at this point. Because otherwise I have to come clean to my... Because someone I still want to be friends with, apparently.
For over 20 years.
20 years? Like, that's decades.
You'd feel a bit betrayed, I think.
I would, personally.
Personally, yeah. There's... Oh man, $60,000 Jaguar. How pissed would you be?
I'd be livid. Like
and he has to go through the thing where he rings him once. The guy's probably busy, and then like a few days pass. He's like, jeez, he's not getting back to me, and it's like a breakup. But like when you just ghost, he's just been ghosted.
Yeah, I would pay money to see those messages.
It's like, no, seriously, did I do something wrong? No, seriously.
Seriously, where's my car?
No, I really want my car. I'm stuck. I'm still... why did I let you drop me to the airport? I have no car.
You said you'd pick me right up.
Okay, we're finishing off this week with Florida Man. Now, Florida Man is not his most crazy, but it is Florida Man at his most Florida Man.
Okay.
Which we have... Florida man caught camping on Disney's Discovery Island says it was a tropical paradise.
Wow, excellent.
Yes. So a man is facing trespassing charges after security found him camping on Walt Disney's World Discovery Island, according to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Deputies said that they were called to the whatever drive that is. I'm not going through it.
I need to know.
Don't make me do this. Okay.
The desperation in your voice.
They were called to 4301 North World Drive, Thursday, after Richard Maguire,
Why, Connor,
42,
no one's been seen on that road for years.
I hate you, was spotted on the Disney-owned property, which is currently closed to the public. Orange County deputies searched for Maguire on foot, by helicopter, and by boat, before finally making contact with him, according to the arrest report. When deputies told Maguire they had been using a loudspeaker to address him, he said he didn't hear them because he was sleeping.
Should have made it louder, lads. Your fault,
See that
really.
loudspeaker? See the loudspeaker? Not loud enough, is what I'm telling you.
I'm shouting at you right now and you can hear me.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was sleeping inside one of the buildings on the island, the Disney Discovery Island.
Those aren't meant to be lived in, aren't they now?
I could only assume not, no. He referred to the island as a tropical paradise, but I can't assume it's all real.
No, I imagine it's largely like plasterboard.
Pictures of beaches.
Thick slabs of paint.
Yeah, lots of paint and just like props. Maybe some prop trees.
Yeah, maybe some real grass or something.
Yeah. So according to the arrest report, Maguire told deputies he was not aware that the property was off limits and that he had been camping there since the previous Monday or Tuesday and planned to stay for about another week.
For his holidays, you know.
Sure, you might as well make a weekend out of it, or a 2-week stay.
Sure, there's no one else here, is there, lads?
Yeah, I'm not disturbing anyone, am I, on this private property of Disneyland?
I am just going about my holiday. I've never even heard of Walt Disney.
There's a mouse. What are you talking about, officer?
Are you on drugs?
I'm just here for a sleep.
Just starts accusing the officers of disturbing him.
No, he tries to convince them that there's no such thing as Walt Disney and there's no such thing as Mickey Mouse. It's just well, no, there is. I've never heard of it, and I don't think anyone else has. I think you've been lied to all this time.
Think about it. A company that makes cartoons, and its most famous one is just a mouse.
I don't think so.
I don't think
so. Unless it's the mouse from Ratatouille, which is a rat. And that's the closest I'm giving you, officer. But other than that...
Even Danger Mouse was a superhero.
Even Danger Mouse, officer. Just listen to me. Look at my mouth. Even Danger Mouse. Fuck it, hell. He keeps looking off to the side and doing the thumb. Looking around look at this guy. This guy. Is anyone else getting this?
Stare into the camera.
What a loser. And the officer's no, seriously, there is a Mickey Mouse. I don't think there is.
Everyone around him starts questioning it. Is there a Mickey Mouse?
He's so convinced. I don't know, lads. I don't think there is. Has anyone ever seen Mickey Mouse?
Well, no,
seriously.
He's not real, exactly.
He's not real. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's made up.
You've come around to my way of thinking.
He's made up in your brains. Because this is just my house. This is just where I live. I just decided to paint the walls. I like the colour.
Now please get off my property.
Shotgun. So Discovery Island, which was a zoological attraction before Disney's Animal Kingdom park opened, has been closed since 1999, Sean. All of Disney's Orlando area theme parks are also currently closed, obviously, to the pandemic. But this has been closed since 1999. But that doesn't mean it's still not just, that means it doesn't even have, 2020 props. It's got 1999 version of what they thought was cool for a zoological attraction.
It's all asbestos and, poison.
Did you think? Have you ever seen McDonald's in in the 90s?
Yeah.
It's all burgers and it's just the worst looking place.
It's all sticky formica. It's awful.
Yeah, imagine that, but on a grander scale for Walt Disney.
Good God.
Yes. So he had been there since the previous Monday and was planning to stay for about another week just to see how he felt.
I mean, he's got time on his hands. So he was just going to
How deep a sleeper is he not to hear his own name being screamed over a loudspeaker?
I don't know how to answer that question other than saying a very deep sleeper.
comatose. What you're thinking of is comatose.
He's in a coma, yeah. And
Yeah,
he dreams
and then he just
about
woke
a
up.
mouse.
Yeah, it's all come back to me. Oh my god.
I'm Mickey Mouse. Rips off his face.
Oh Jesus. He looks down at his hands. There's just one white gloves.
Big white gloves.
Yes. Maguire was arrested and charged with trespassing on posted property and was also ordered not to return to any additional Walt Disney World properties. You don't come back here. Don't come back here, boy. From Walt Disney, yes.
I mean, look, it's harsh, but it's fair.
Does that include Frozen?
The musical?
Yeah, can he watch Frozen? Imagine he just clicks play and just the police just tackle him to the ground in his own home.
Just a red dot appears on his forehead.
Switch the fucking channel, Richard.
Or might I say, let it go.
Good.
Thanks, appreciate it. The last bit of
I don't think I have anything else to talk about. So,
alright. That's fair enough. So don't worry about that, Connor.
Do you want to take us out, Sean, for a Weird News Wednesday?
Yes, I would. Olaf.
Anna.
Very good. Now I'll send us Christoph. Thank you, everyone, very much for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday with Hero Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesday. Big thank you to everyone who supports us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/HeroesForHirePodcast, or there's a link in the description. Everyone who supports us over there is an absolute legend and makes making the show a lot easier. If you'd like to join them, as I said, all the Patreon stuff's in the description. The best way you can ever support the show is by telling... Actually, I'm going to go rogue. Tell everyone you know about the show.
What?
Yeah. Usually we say tell one human being we exist. Just for this week, tell literally everyone you know.
Everyone they know. That's a lot of people.
Even like tenuously know. Like Dave from The Office. Text
Facebook
Dave.
Friends.
Facebook. Yeah, no one knows their Facebook friends.
No. I'm friends with so many people on Facebook I've never met. I've only met like 7 of them.
Look at you, Mr. Popular. Accept my request.
Look at him, rubbing it in. He's met 7 people. Alright.
7 close friends. Well, I hope you lose it.
I never say close. I never say close.
Just friends. We're on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Everything is linked in the description. And SearsFryer_@outlook.com if you want to email us with anything. But I think that's about it.
I think that's it, Sean. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Mean.
I'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.